ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome back to the part 5D session, that is accounts for all. Probably this will be the last session in connection with journal. As usual, you know very well that before we teach or we discuss anything about account, we would like to have one quote. Today we have something different quote because we are dealing with tax. Say, the greatest asset is faith. The greatest liability is fear. The greatest asset is faith. The greatest liability is fear. When change takes place, everybody will have that partly fear. Especially we are talking about the tax. The tax structure has been changed from 2017. So in that, we need not have that fear, we have that faith so that we can do a lot. So I request all of you, please, those who have not subscribed for this channel, please subscribe and share among your friend circle. Now let us proceed with the today's lesson, that is how to pass journal entries through tax. Yes, I hope you can see two charts on the board. One is tax, the other one is GST. What is tax? Tax is the revenue to the government which will be collected from the public. To run any government, you are in need of tax. So it will be collected in various ways. In that, where we have given two types of charts, the first one is a tax. The tax has been broadly classified as direct tax and indirect tax. What is direct tax? Person one who pays a tax from out of pocket, or what you call his own pocket. That is called as what actually direct tax. The example of direct tax is income tax. Whereas the other tax is called as indirect tax. The indirect tax is called as person collects the tax from customer and pays to the government. That means customer himself will not pay directly to the government. On behalf of customer, that means the businessman will pay the tax. That is called as indirect tax. See, indirect tax we had actually earlier, we have central and state. We had that VAT, service tax, excise duty, customer. So many things were there. Now which has been reduced and said it is only GST, Goods and Services Tax Act, which was introduced from 1st of July 2017. That means now it is a common tax structure for indirect tax, that is called as GST. So GST plays a vital role. Now hitherto we were writing tax in journal entries, but now we are going to write journal entries with the help of GST. How to we write it? But when we come to GST, the GST has been broadly classified into two things. One is called as sales within the same state, that is interstate sales. That is called as sales within the state, which is called as CGST and SGST. What is CGST? Central GST, that is called Central Goods and Services Tax, and State Goods and Services Tax. We are not doing sales outside the state. That means that is interstate sales, which is called as, what do you mean by IGST, Integrated Goods and Services Tax. So when we have this GST, CGST and SGST, it is very simple here. Assuming the tax rate is 12%, then 6% goes to CGST and 6% goes to SGST. If it is 10%, 5% goes to CGST and 5% goes to SGST. Or assuming that now we are in Karnataka, we are selling the goods to what you call Madras or what you call Chennai. Then it becomes interstate. When it is interstate, then it is called as straight away the, assuming it is 14%, 18%, it is called as IGST. It is called as what actually IGST, Integrated Goods and Services Tax. So this is a simple tax structure which has been explained for your level, that is for at the entry level. Now we have two more charts on the board, that is input tax credit of one type and then how that input tax credit and output liability of. You need not worry, this is a deep transaction, but where if you are going to study a separate subject when you go for higher level, which is called as GST. But I would like to get you the introduction of that. Say here, earlier in the tax structure, that is indirect tax structure, that we used to have what you call so many persons used to collect the tax. But it was called as tax on tax. Now it is not like that. That means where from manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to ultimate consumer, the ultimate consumer is going to pay what you call the tax, ultimate tax. But everybody, the person from manufacturer to wholesaler, but what is that? It will be what actually credited back, and from retailer it will be credited back. They ultimately only the final customer is going to pay the tax. Say that system has been explained here, which is called as input tax credit. It is called as input tax credit. Say which is called as CGST, SGST, IGST. I have already told you earlier, CGST is called as Central Goods, Services and Tax, State Goods and Services Tax, then Integrated Goods and Services Tax. From CGST, first to pay CGST only. That means whatever the tax is there, that will be paid out of that only. Then from first pay to CGST, then second pay IGST, then not allowed from SGST. That is from not what actually from SGST, it means from the state goods and services tax, it is not what actually permitted. In the similar fashion which has been given SGST, first to pay SGST, second to pay IGST, then not allowed from CGST. Then IGST, first to pay from IGST, second to pay what actually pay CGST, then third to pay SGST. You may get confused whatever it is. What is that CGST, SGST, IGST? It is very simple that we have two things in that. One is we pay tax and we collect tax. Then we pay tax and how we collect tax, that will be what actually given back to the persons with the help of which is called as input tax credit, which is called as input tax credit. How it will be done, it has been explained in the same thing in the second chart, that is called as input tax credit of, then output liability of. That is output liability IGST, CGST, SGST, which is called as IGST. That means whatever the integrated tax system, integrated goods and services tax which is collected, that means it can be distributed IGST, CGST and SGST. In the similar fashion, CGST, so CGST and IGST. Then SGST is SDST and IGST. So very simple. That means from SGST, that means you cannot go for anything that is not allowed. You cannot pay any other thing. From IGST, we can for SGST, then SGST to SGST only. That means where the tax will be refunded. Whom it will be refunded? It is very simple. Those who have GST number. We have those who have GST number. They have taken GST number. Probably you might have seen in all businesses GST number that they used to represent in their shops in front, what you call GST number. Though who will take GST number? As per the normal norms, those businesses which crosses more than 20 lakhs per annum, they are going to have that GST number and they are eligible for this what you call input tax credit. Otherwise, they cannot claim input tax credit. Now let us understand with passing a journal entries on tax with taking simple problem on journal. Now we'll take one problem, small problem, only 5 entries. Then how to write those transactions with the journal entry including tax. So I have given record the following transactions in journal, assuming that we are doing these transactions or business in Karnataka. That's why I have given you Karnataka. Anything due outside the Karnataka, it is interstate. Anything you do within the state, intrastate. Intrastate means within the state. Interstate means outside the state. So I have given 5 entries. 1/4/2020 purchased goods from Hyderabad 3,50,000 for cash. 3/4/2020 sold goods for rupees 2 lakh to Mr. X who is in UP for cash. 5/4/2020 sold goods for rupees 4 lakh within the state on credit. 10/4/2020 paid insurance premium 30,000. 15/4/20 bought furniture for office rupees 50,000. And have given one thing, assume GST is 18%. Assuming GST is 18%. When GST is 18%, it is very simple. That means we have to take 9% as CGST and 9% as SGST and 18% as IGST, that is called as integrated goods and services tax when you do outside the state. Now we will write, it is very simple. We know how to write the journal entries. Now we have to write only with the tax. We have to write it. When you say purchase goods for cash, you are writing what actually purchasers account debtor to bank account or cash account. Now we have to write purchasers account debtor, tax account debtor to cash or bank account. That's all. That is nothing. It is very simple, right? So here purchase goods from Hyderabad rupees 3,50,000 for cash. So purchasers account debtor 3,50,000, the regular one. That is input IGST. Why? You are purchasing goods from Hyderabad. It is outside the state. That is called as IGST. IGST, it is how much once again? It is 18%. 18% of 3,50,000 is 63,000. Then to bank account 4,13,000. Very simple. So we can make the difference between the old one and the new one. Now the narration, it is brief history of the transaction. Purchase goods for cash. Then second one, 3.1, sold goods for rupees 2 lakh to Mr. Y who is in UP for cash. Who is in UP? UP means Uttar Pradesh. Once again it is outside the state. Once again it is what actually IGST. Then what happens? You are getting what actually the cash. Sold goods for cash. What is the earlier journal entry we are passing? Bank account debtor to sales account. Now we will write bank account debtor 2,36,000 to sales account 2 lakh. When you purchase it is input GST, whereas it is when you sold it is output. To output IGST 36,000. 2 lakh plus 36, it becomes 2,36,000. The narration is sold goods for cash. Nothing is new once again. I am expressing often and often. Whatever the earlier journal entries that you are passing, the same journal entries that you are going to pass, with only one thing is you add a tax for it, because for each and everything tax is collected. Now the third transaction, sold goods for rupees 4 lakh within the state on credit. Credit means, that means you are not going to get cash, where we are going to cash later. So earlier it was sold goods for credit. It is called as what actually? To X account debtor to sales account you are writing. Now X is not, name has not given, which is called as debtors. So debtors account debtor to sales account, how much it is? 4 lakh. Now we have to pay a tax of 18%, 9% CGST, 9% SGST. So 9% of 4 lakh, it comes to 36,000, 36,000, that is sales, that is 4 lakh, output CGST 36,000, output SGST is 36,000. Then as usual, sold goods on credit within the state, sold goods on credit within the state. Hitherto just we have done what actually? Purchases and sales. Now I have given two more other entries which is called as, one is insurance premium. Paid insurance premium. Even for insurance premium, GST is applicable. GST is applicable. Then how it is? It is very simple. Paid insurance premium 30,000. Insurance premium account data 30,000. Input CGST, it is 2,700. Input SGST is 2,700. To bank account 35,400. If you see your RLIC receipt premium, you can easily say now the GST is applicable. GST is applicable. Whether it is life insurance or what I call general insurance, GST is applicable for everything. Now, the last entry is bought furniture for office. When you are buying furniture, what is the entry that you used to pass? That is furniture account data to cash account or bank account. Now it is very simple. Furniture account data to the tax account and cash or bank account. That is furniture account data 50,000. Input, that is input CGST account data, it is 45,000. 4,500. Then input SGS account 4,500. To bank account, it is 59,000. That is furniture purchased. Furniture purchased. See, these are the things that what we have to write. But you keep it in mind, when you buy, it is input. When you sell, it is output. When you buy, it is input. When you sell, it is output. That is very, very simple. If needs, then how to set off this, what you call output and input, that means that I will tell you if it is needed for your level, right? That we will discuss if time comes, or if somebody questions that we are in need of it, you please write to us through our mail, then we will reply for it. Then these are the type of transactions that is for including what actually tax, how to do. In my next class, we will go for one step ahead with the next topic, which is called as ledger posting. Thank you.